Hello everyone. This is a recap of Germany Turn 2. I'm completely stuck now because I'm playing solo and I'm trying a strategy on Germany and Italy working together because I've always wanted to do that. But because I'm playing solo, I know what I'm doing, so it's hard, because I don't want the Allies to, do all the stuff to thwart that because I don't think that would happen naturally. But at the same time, I don't want to do the opposite and have them do everything I need to make the strategy really pop. But so yeah, I took a picture. I shared it on Axis and Allies Facebook group. I got tons of likes, but no one responded with my ask. What would you do as the Allies? Everyone. So now I'm making a video. I'm gonna do the recap and also put it out there. Hopefully, people will watch and give suggestions on what you think England will do, especially, but also Russia. And I guess the United States, but not really. But I'll start in the Pacific, just because I'm kind of over here. Japan didn't attack first turn, so Britain spread out and picked up some money. Anzac came up, got some money. Japan actually moved some stuff to the Carolina Islands, and as usual, brought everything down to Hainan. So what is that, Taiwan today maybe? And here's Italy, England. They're still pretty stacked. Maybe we'll fight that off. Russia had moved everyone back. And, Japan's moving forward. China's actually a little tough. They actually fought pretty ferociously the first round, and they're holding the Burma Road. Not much in Japan. Those are the kamikazes. U.S. I split up and I basically have stuff on every island around Hawaii. There's San Francisco, Anzac. So yeah, let's get over. Oh, anyway, a couple guys in South Africa for the British. Italy took the Sudan and they took Kenya. But so yeah, I wanted to get to this part here. Do a full overview. Let's go in. So the Germans, two tacticals that were in southern Italy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they moved 4 spaces to Transjordan to strafe the single infantry. They were leaving from a airport, so they had an extra move. They landed in Syria, which Italy took at the end of turn 1. And ended up moving the strategic bomber. I think I actually used him. He might have taken. I think he might have taken part in Greece because he was coming from an airport as well. Yeah, actually, I think he did. 1, 2. And that fighter there, that came from northern Italy, and he went 1, 2 to fight in Greece, 99. Then Syria. So that's where the German planes are there. So now there's a pretty good force there, and Italy goes, and then Germany goes the very next turn after. And I assume the Brits will be nervous here. They've got Italy on the ropes, but Germany dropped a freaking fleet there, and they've got units that could either reach Gibraltar, they can reach anywhere in Africa, including Egypt. They can go there, or I guess Greece, but whatever. So as such, I'm concerned. I don't know how someone would normally react. If you're really aggressive, you just move everybody forward and wipe Italy off Africa, but then you're basically Egypt's definitely going to be gone on Germany's turn. Do you move the tank and the mech into Egypt and move the artillery back? Do you split them up and take Libya? Or you just try to get everyone back? And what about those fighters? There's 2 fighters in Malta. You can send them after the Italian transport and cruiser. And they can land in Egypt or back in Malta if they want. But there's a chance you might lose 1 fighter, if God forbid 2. I don't know what's the proper thing to do there. And then up here... These guys are up here just for space. Wait, is that right? No, they're in the right spot. Yeah, so Germany's got 3 transports and a cruiser, and they're off an airport with 3 tacticals. So Britain's 1 plane is going to take a shot. England lost all of its fleet except for the transport and destroyer in Canada. Germany didn't try. And the transport and destroyer that was to the west of London. And they basically pulled back, and because England has improved shipyards, they immediately rebuilt their navy at a cheaper cost, and they're off of Canada. And I didn't know what to do with those 2 subs. I took out the British crews there. I was counting spaces this way and so on, and for now I just moved them there. Maybe they'll go through Panama, or maybe they'll come back. We'll see. But oh yeah, I dropped 2 transports in the is that the Caspian, I think, or the Black? I'm not sure. But yeah, I dropped 2 transports, and those fighters can go 1, 2, 3, but then they would have to land in Russia, which is illegal. Russia's not at war, and you can't enter Russian territory on the European map as an ally. So I didn't even have to protect them right now because Germany hasn't attacked Russia yet. Russia, because of Germany's moves in Romania, Russia moved everybody forward, and now with those boats, Caucasus is empty, and I assume as Russia, on their turn, because Germany still didn't attack them, they would at least move 2 guys to Caucasus and start maybe moving some guys back and emptying that out. Is that the Ukraine? Yes, the Ukraine. But I'm not really sure what the natural, what an opponent would do, because I know what Italy and Germany are doing, so it's tough to make a proper call. Turn 1 was easy because I just did what you normally do, and nothing weird happened. But Germany turn 2 is when weird stuff happened, like boats there, and boats there. What the hell? And yeah, England, Scotland could probably be taken by those, but London most likely won't. Those guys can't reach the boats to engage them, but they can come up and reinforce either Scotland or London. Maybe that fighter in London can go to Scotland. Maybe that French fighter in Gibraltar could go to London. That's actually why I had Germany buy the cruiser, because I figured that French plane, the French want to fight because they're, don't get to do anything. If there's just the Italian destroyer and the 2 German transports, if I was French, yeah, I'd send that fighter there to try to take them all out. So I put the cruiser there, so I should protect the transports, which again allows Germany to hit Gibraltar, anywhere in Africa or the Middle East, or Balkans, obviously. But yeah, I went all planes for Germany this time, and I'm actually still not sure what I'm going to do with that strategy, just that I now have a lot of planes and I've barely lost any. And I also have jet fighters, which I forgot turn 1, which is why I bought a strategic bomber, which is over here in Syria. Because I could have just bought a jet fighter because it attacks it the same, but so basically, yeah, in the last round I bought 1 fighter, and pretty much every round I'm going to buy at least 1 fighter regardless of what's happening on the board. Because I got really crazy, I basically went all in with my weird strategy, and I pretty much brought next to little infantry units, but probably on Germany turn 3, there's going to be a lot of ground units. And I'm going to get it totally away. Probably not going to buy any boats. I'm going to buy at least 1 fighter. And depending on how the game goes, and like I said, how the Allies respond, I may be buying another airport. Oh yeah, because both Germany and Italy rolled for rockets. Germany paid $5 on turn 2 and hit, and they rolled for rockets. So both European Axis powers have rockets, and they are going to use them together in conjunction for wherever the war is going. Because yeah, Italy took out that naval yard. Germany took out both airports in Scotland and London. And yeah, I guess that's it. So yeah, here's Russia up here too. Germany doesn't have too much there. Russia pulled everybody back in one space. You know, so Germany could, if they wanted to, obviously could easily take all the border states. But then Russia set up for a counterattack. And because Germany didn't attack them round one, I bought a strategic bomber and put it in Moscow so it can hit Leningrad, it can hit Poland, it can hit Ukraine, so it could go anywhere and participate in any counterattack. Germany didn't attack again, and normally I'd probably do some offense. But with what's going on here, I think I'll have to probably, I guess if I was playing Russia and not knowing what Germany and Italy are planning, I'd probably invest in quite a few mechs. So we'd have flexibility for defense. Like you know, they suck at attack, but you need defense. But you might have to go boom there, boom down. You might have to go where you didn't build your guys. So the mech will give you the opportunity to hopefully last ditch effort, you know, race out for defense. But again, I know what the European Axis are doing, so it's tough to play solo. Like once the weird stuff's happening, which is right now, and hopefully once I get through probably turn 3. I got more weird stuff coming. Turn 4, maybe things will all settle out where like, okay, now I know naturally this is what's going to happen with every unit now. But right now, like I said, I made things get weird, and I would like some opinions. What would you do as the UK, or let's say the FEC? What would you do as Russia? You can also comment, like, what do you think about where the Axis stand right now at the end of Germany turn 2? You know, here's the Middle East, the Balkans. Oh, that's all England. North Africa, Southern France, Italy, Europe. I'm totally blanking with it. Scandinavian countries. Poland. Here's where Russia is. Nothing in Moscow but the bomber and a fighter. I mean, a guy. And basically, Russia turn 1 start moving everybody towards or into Ukraine, as well as moving everyone from the border back. But if you guys have any suggestions or questions, if I didn't cover anything, please leave a comment. Let me know, because I'm really torn, like trying to plan, like Russia's next, and like I think I know what a normal person would do, but because I know what, you know, the Axis are planning, it's like completely like pushing me to do one thing or the other, and it's really hard. Maybe I can roll dice to leave it up to chance if I don't get any suggestions. But that's it. The end of Germany turn 2, and thank you all and everyone for watching, and hopefully you guys have some suggestions on what you would do as the Allies, or comments on what you think the Axis are doing, what they should do. Oh, yeah. China's consolidating, moving towards the Burma Road, and leaving the north open. But we'll see what happens there. All right. Have a good night, guys. Bye.